everyone, and welcome to our JaxReia Corporate Sponsor Highlight Series. I am Nasreen Ali, the president of the Jacksonville Real Estate Investors Association here in Jacksonville, Florida. I have with me today our guest, Dan McKillop of the McKillop Law Firm. Thank you for being with us,
Thanks
Dan.
for having me.
And we are coming to you from River and Post, one of the trendiest rooftop bars in our beautiful city. So Dan, you've been a corporate sponsor with JaxReia for, what is it, just going on about a year?
Yep,
Yeah.
1 year coming up in March. McKillop Law Firm, which is the firm that my family and I are a part of. We started sponsoring last year in March and have been to pretty much every meeting since then.
Wow.
We started off at doing membership as members to get an idea of what JaxReia could offer us, and then decided that we wanted to be full-time sponsors.
That's awesome. So how did you get involved in law? Because I know you have a varied background, right, in the military. How did you direct yourself to law, and then specifically in real estate law?
Well, real estate has been kind of a family tradition for a while. My father started his own business, which was doing construction and painting and contracting, and even doing some foreclosure work. Even as a kid, he had me helping him kind of evaluate properties, holding him up, or he would hold me up on his shoulders to look in foreclosure properties, look in the windows to see what was going on before he would buy an investment.
Wow.
And then I always wanted to be a lawyer. So growing up, I knew I wanted to be a lawyer. When I graduated from undergraduate, I knew that I also wasn't ready quite yet, so I joined the military. I joined the Air Force. Spent 4 years active duty, was there active duty during 9/11, then went to University of Florida once I finished my active duty career.
Wow. What does the McKillop Law Firm do for the real estate community? What is your relationship with our real estate community here in Jacksonville?
We are a family firm. We have 3 family members as our partner attorneys, so my wife, my brother, and I. And as a family law firm focused on real estate, we really dive deep into representing the investment community. So we have worked with the largest investors in the area to the investors just getting started. And so one of the things that we pride ourselves on is understanding the needs of the investment community. So investors have a lot of very specific needs and wants. One day faster seems to be the motto of most of the investment community when it comes to real estate investors, and they can come across unique challenges that the average retail buyer and seller, someone buying their home for the first time, is not necessarily going to come across.
Right.
So as kind of experts in that field, our job is to understand and be able to meet the needs of investors where they're at, and help get the deals across the line.
Okay. Would you say there are any needs that are too small?
No, definitely not.
No, okay.
No. I just last week spent 2.5 hours talking with our underwriter on a deal, trying to find a way to clear title on a $15,000 property.
Right. Yeah.
So that's the sort of service that we like to provide, because we know that we are giving value across the board, and we're building relationships for those people. So I was able to help clear out an issue even after all that time, and while it may not hit the bottom line right now, it'll help to provide that investor a reason to come back to us. And it helps everybody else in the community, because we're able to clear title and turn what would be a blight on the local community into something that can continue to flourish later on down the road.
Sounds great. How did you get networked into JaxReia? How did you hear about JaxReia? What made you decide to be a corporate sponsor?
We had heard about JaxReia for quite a while from a number of different clients and a number of different of our peers in the community. So JWB had been inviting us for a while. Their ground floor Jacksonville had been inviting us. Previous presidents had been inviting us, and it was once we had a little bit of bandwidth to start to find time to do some advertising and to get out and do some networking that we actually jumped in. So, like I said, we spent a month or two going to meetings as just members before we decided that we wanted to actually start, sponsoring and putting our name and associating our name with JaxReia.
Right. Yeah. And you said you go to every meetings, and you surely have been diligent. I've seen you at just about every meeting I've been to. What value would you say you've gotten thus far from being a corporate sponsor with JaxReia?
It helps to get us in front of the up-and-coming investors, the ones that are just starting out.
Right.
We have been practicing in the Jacksonville area for 15 years, give or take. And so a lot of the established names know who we are, but it helps to get us in front of the investors that are just starting their career. And provides us an opportunity to kind of get in on the ground floor and help people learn what a law firm can do for them when it comes to doing their closings.
Right.
It's also been very important for us to meet other peers in the community. So getting to work with private lenders, hard money lenders, to more of the property managers, getting to know other sponsors and spending some time with the sponsors and discussing what it is that we do has been really helpful. Getting our name associated with JaxReia helps provide some credibility to what we do on a day-to-day basis.
Sure, yeah. What would you say is something that's very common or kind of a big issue, amongst your clients, kind of real estate related, that you'd say a lot of people are battling? Is there anything that kind of comes to the surface?
How much time do you have? Everybody wants to play Stump the Attorney when it comes to JaxReia meetings, because they'll bring in one particular question that they have, and real estate can be so unique because you're dealing with property history. So for an investor, what they are often bringing to us is going to be some sort of chain of title issue that is unique to that property, that can often require a lot of education. Right. So, for example, there are a lot of probate issues that will come up, and so we will see. We'll see investors that get a property under contract for one reason or another, whether they're going to keep it or whether they're going to flip it or whether they're going to wholesale it. And you find out that there is a death in the family in the chain somewhere that needs to be dealt with.
Right.
One of our jobs is to be able to clear that out for them. And the other job is to educate them on the right way to make that happen. Okay, we pride ourselves on taking care of not only our clients, but also taking care of the actual chain of title, so that in the future, when they sell that, the next person that comes along doesn't have to deal with whatever problems they may have. So if it's a probate problem, we want to clear it out for the investor. We want to clear it out for the next homeowner too. And our job involves a lot of educating people. For example, if probate were an issue, making sure that all the heirs have signed the contract.
Right.
We get a lot of contracts that come to us, and we have to educate the whoever is involved in, well, yes, you've done a good job of getting things started, but we need a couple of different signatures on this, or we need a proper property description, things like that.
So what would you say to a business owner in the Jacksonville area who is in the real estate industry that perhaps is on the line about joining JaxReia?
If you feel like supporting the real estate investment community is part of your business model, I don't see how you can afford not to be part of JaxReia, because the JaxReia is where people go to. It is the name for real estate investors. So if you are involved in anyone who is looking to become a real estate investor, you're wanting to either educate people, you're going to want to have your name known to them. Sponsoring JaxReia and participating in JaxReia on a monthly basis is almost mandatory, I think, if you want to make sure that you're known within that community.
You talked about being a member for a couple months before you decided if you wanted to align your brand with JaxReia's brand. What was it that gave you that comfort or that trust in the organization to make you decide to be a sponsor?
It was the people that we had known that were already sponsors, and their continued support of JaxReia, and the leadership team certainly helped also with that, and the fact that what we were finding was that not enough lawyers were taking that opportunity to reach out to the investment community here.
Right.
And so we really wanted to stake our claim as, and let people know that we are the real estate firm for investors.
Right.
We are the people that can do the title. We can do the quiet title actions or the probate actions, the things that are necessary, and that we're going to be with the real estate community, not just from contract to closing, but helping them with their issues throughout their investment career.
Awesome.
And so it was really helpful for us to see that people were coming and asking us questions during the meetings, even sometimes pulling me out of a meeting and saying, there's something really specific that I need to talk to you about. So that one-on-one interaction with the JaxReia community is what has helped keep us coming back.
Oh, wow. That's good to know that you don't mind people asking you the little one-off questions at
No.
the meetings, having that conversation.
No,
Yes,
doctors and lawyers, we're always the ones that people want to ask questions
of course, yes.
It doesn't matter if it's a party or if it's a meeting or if it's at a bar, we're going to get those questions. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Dan. There you have it, guys. Dan McKillop of the McKillop Law Firm for all your real estate legal needs. And once again, if you are looking to take your real estate investing to the next level, be sure to check us out and reach out to us at JaxReia.com.